Hey guys, and welcome to today's video. And today we have some more Gran Turismo Sport, and this time we have the Nürburgring 24-hour circuit. This time at night with the Mercedes SLS AMG GT3. So going into turn 1 pretty clean, turn 2 also pretty clean. So this is a 10 lap endurance. So should get like a lap. Unless things go horribly wrong. But anyway, we're almost at the back of the grid. We've got one car behind me at the moment. Oh, the McLaren just indicated to go left and then just slowed down, I guess. Oh, and the same thing with the RCF as well. But I did actually overtake the Aston Martin advantage there. So here we've got the Beetle and the Supra. So this is going to be a pretty long race. So I'm going to need to do a lot of talking. Well, it's very bright because it's night time, and then all the brake lights and stuff are really like bright, as well as the lights as well. So we're stuck in 14th at the moment. Nothing's really happening. So I was gonna continue with the Super Mario Odyssey videos, but you know, I don't really feel like doing it right now. If you guys want to see that continue, then do comment below. As you can see, we have a very nice livery. Whoa! The top of the car just lifted in the air, and then I couldn't turn left, right even. I get my lefts and rights mixed up. So there's 6 minutes to go in this race. Oh, the moon is like shining. It's like looks like the sun, except it isn't, because obviously the sun goes down at night time, which is kind of obvious. We're gaining on this Peugeot Vision Gran Turismo and up the inside. Oh, is it? Oh, he's hit my right rear. But no, I've gotten ahead. As you can see, we have a very nice livery. But oh, but it'll slide there. We are catching up with this Volkswagen Gran Turismo, Vision Gran Turismo. Can we make a move? I mean, because it's so difficult to overtake at this track. As you can see, because it is like the most dangerous track in the world, which is why F1 cars stopped going there in like 19, was it like 80s, I guess. Everything is just red. Completely. It's like pitch black. The red on the camera looks pink. I love it. A little bit pink. Like with the Nintendo Switch, when I was doing the Super Mario Odyssey videos, the right Joy-Con looked pink. It was a bit weird. But for Christmas, I'm going to get the FIA Truck Racing Championship for the Nintendo Switch, as well as WRC8 for the Nintendo Switch. So 2 racing games there, and I'm also going to get like the wheel Joy-Cons. Now, people said that they were too small, but they're adults, and I'm not an adult yet. And my hand doesn't really seem too big, so I guess it should work. I'm just concerned that my thumbs won't actually fit in the top bit of the wheel, because it's like, the thing's tiny. But if it doesn't work, I can always just give them to my sister when we're playing Mario Kart, because she doesn't like any racing games apart from Mario Kart, which is a bit rubbish, because how can you not like racing games? It's like, I can't believe, like, I wouldn't be able to imagine what I would be like without liking cars at all. But the Ford GT has just gone off ahead. Can we go up the inside? Yes. But like there's like pretty much everyone that I know is a non-car guy. Like, in all my videos, there's barely any views on the racing content, and then there's loads of views on all the non-car content, which is a bit weird, because this game is like the best. But anyway, we're in P10 actually, so that's good, and we are catching the Renault ahead, and I've had a bit of a contact, and I'm on the grass, but I've got around the outside, and we're gaining on the GT by Citroen race car, and a bit of contact. I mean, he broke early. Oh, that was a risky move. Oh, is it gonna? Oh, he's actually gone up the inside. Oh, not really. No. It's an Audi bridge. I don't know if I've made the video already. I don't think I have, but I made a video on the Audi R8. In this game, with a very nice livery that I made myself. So I have been recently making quite a few liveries. Oh my goodness, that is absolute carnage. Into the final corners. That Ferrari is in the wall. If you don't know, I always don't brake. But that is going to be the end. No, sorry, not the end. Goodness. Lap 2. I actually thought it was going to be the end of the end of the race. Then, so I was like ready to celebrate, like not a win, but well, considering this track is really like big, and also the width is not very much. Well, actually, that because the width is not very much, it's like really difficult to overtake. So I was gonna celebrate, but that is the final lap. The video is gonna cut out because it's 14 minutes 59 seconds is the maximum. But obviously I pressed it after it cut out, so I cut out like that hairpin turn, like the banked hairpin turn, not the final one, like the one like I don't know where it is on the track map, but oh, the Nissan has just put me in the wall. That's thanks for that. But considering there is an extra lap, there is a massive chance to catch up with the two BMW M6s, and that is up the inside and the outside. Like there was two corners. Whoa, in the wall. And that's a slide. And the Nissan GTR is going to overtake me, as well as the Toyota, but we're side by side. I know he's actually got a bit of an advantage. Side by side, can I overtake? Yes. And the top of the car didn't lift up too much. Like, I made a video called Discussing Stuff. A great title, by the way. And I was like talking all the way through the video, as usual. But I did like a lap round what's it called? Circuit de la Sarthe, the 24 Hours of Le Mans race track. In the Toyota TS030, but it had a Toyota GT1 livery on it at the time, and I forgot what I was going to say. What was I saying? I've actually forgotten. I made a video. What was I talking about? I can't remember. I was trying to say too much. I've actually forgotten. What was it? I made a video. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's it. And I was talking about how the Mercedes, I can't remember what the car's called, but it was a Mercedes and it took off at the circuit of so that's the end of that topic. Right, so now I need to focus on catching up on the BMWs, the M6s. When my dad got his new car, I went inside a BMW M2 and a BMW M4, because you were allowed to, and it was a car dealership, so you were allowed to go in, and I went in and I sat on the seat, and you know that's amazing. But seriously, you do not get to go inside a BMW M2 and a BMW M4 very often, and you also don't get to buy a car very often because cars are very expensive. Like one of the most expensive things you are ever going to buy in your life, if you even have a car, which I'm presuming you do. Oh, there it cuts out, right. Right, I was in such a panic state that I said it cuts out. As you probably heard. Yeah, it did. So there is where on the track I am. So it was like there. Anyway, I'll sit back down, right. Right, so we have the walking horse motors BMW M6 ahead. So I'm gonna see if I can try and get past. That was a bit of a slide, but I did catch it. Right, I'm right behind him. Can we up the inside? Yes. That is second. Now all we need to do is hunt down first place, and then overtake him, and then I can win the race unless something stupid happens. But I'm gonna see, can we get past the BMW? That is the question. I've actually improved on the fastest lap by the BMW. Can I go around the outside? No. A bit of a crash. But I'm still a second, and that is important because then I would have to overtake both of them, and then I might not win the race. So we've got the very, 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 very long straight ahead up, obviously. I mean, you've just seen a whole lap of the track. I mean, you really need to see another to know that there's a very, very long straight. And also I made another video on so I did one lap race in Project Cars 2 with the Audi R8, and I am actually gaining on the BMW M6. Oh, that is an overtake for the lead on the race on the final lap of the race with only like a minute to go. That is impressive. The sound went really quite then. But that is the lead of the race. Can we hold it? Which I believe. Coming out the final corner, and that was an amazing race. And a very long video, but a good one. That is the end of the race first. That was amazing. So that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to subscribe and like the video, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.